One of the interviews that I did in Sao Paulo was amazing. I mean, this guy, he actually is in charge. He's the president of a huge area of cable channels. And one of the cables stations that he's also affiliated with is in Guarulhos, so that's where the main international airport is in Sao Paulo. And he had a very good friend, and he was a professor. And the professor was also affiliated with that cable station. And one day, the professor got the bad news that he had cancer and it was not curable. So he was just watching the cable, and I came on, and he started watching. And it has such a profound impact on him that he called up this guy, and he said, "Who was that guy that was on the channel?" So the guy told him that was Prem Rawat, Birds of Peace. Actually, they don't call me Prem Rawat there, they call me Mr. Prem. So that was Mr. Prem, and he talks about peace and so on. And he said, "Could you please send me everything you have?" So this guy said, "Of course." And so he made copies of all the materials that he had for the broadcast, sent it to him, and he started watching. And not only he started watching, but his whole family started watching. And then he passed away. Not because he was watching, but he passed away from cancer. And his wife came to this guy and said, "Thank you so much." Because when he started watching, it completely changed from being in completely non-accepting, he accepted it. He started enjoying his life. It became simpler for him. And not only that, but it became very beautiful for the whole family. And it was very difficult for them. And when they would all sit down and they would watch together, and it completely changed the whole equation, that it made the whole process of him moving on very peaceful for not only him, but his whole family. So, I mean, when he was telling me the story, he had tears in his eyes and everything. And he was just like blown away. And he realized how important then this message was. And so he's trying to get him to more and more stations and more cable stations. But he wanted to do the interview because that was the 10 years of the broadcast, and he wanted to show. And so it was really beautiful to just see somebody who's just interested in the message, And this is what is happening in Ecuador. This is what's happening in Cusco. This is what's happening in Ibarra. This is what's happening in Otavalo. One of the meetings that's going to be happening there, in that neck of the woods, or should I say top of the mountains, is going to be actually meeting with gang members who are watching this message and want to change.